with his grandmother, did you have any conversations with her?
With his grandmother, she was a wonderful person. I
So-
mean, hopefully she'll make it out okay.
So she was living alone, and
No, her husband and her lived there.
also they were living together, and
Yes.
the grandson. as
And
well.
the grandson was staying there with them because he got into a fight with his mom.
How long do you know he was staying there from? Since
And I don't have an idea how long.
Do you know what he was fighting about with his mother?
No, I don't. No, I don't. They usually they would make fun of him because of the way he dressed. You know, he didn't have the money, or at least that's what we thought. But possibly he was saving his paychecks to go and buy the weapons. You know.
And when you said they were making fun of him, who was making fun of him?
All his friends and everything because of the way he dressed, and he had a lisp.
Lisp?
Yeah, he had a lisp, and they would make fun of him.
And the grandparents told you all of this?
No, his friends did.
His friends told you?
His friends put him on the phone and said, he had problems, conversations, and they would make fun of that. And he would cut himself, and he would tell his friends that his cat had scratched him. But later on, he said, "No, I did it myself."
And would his friends were coming to you for help?
No. They were just texting it on the phone.
To you?
What type of clothes was he wearing that they made fun of?
Well, just regular clothes, but not, like, what do you call them? The good clothes that you buy at expensive stores. They were just dressed.
Is your daughter the principal
Yes.
of the high school?
No, Robb.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
She's the principal at Robb, and my granddaughter works there as a parent liaison. So.
What was it like for you to endure yesterday, not knowing if she was okay? And
Till late at night, I kept wondering if she was all right, and later in that night, she says, "I'm doing okay." So I said, "How's Stephanie doing?" She's okay too.
Stephanie's your granddaughter? She's a student at the school?
No, she's a parent liaison.
Apparently.
What was the FBI asking you earlier?
The same thing that you guys were asking me about my daughter and granddaughter. And did I know him? I said no. I know his parents. I know his grandparents. We've known them all our lives.
Was his parents? Oh, sorry.
Based on what you know, why do you think he did this?
I feel just, I don't know. He was just mad at the world.
Mad at the world.
Yeah, like they wouldn't accept him, the way he was, the way, his conversations with the lips that he had and the way he dressed, they would make fun of him. So
What do you mean by the lips?
he couldn't
Lisp.
talk.
Lisp. I'm
Lips.
sorry. He had a lisp.
Yeah.
Do his parents live nearby as well, or they?
Yes. Yes, his mom used to, she used to work at Northside, Jalisco, and she was a waitress there. I haven't seen her in quite a while, but she was in San Antonio, and she said, I came back, and so, but I know them all. I know everybody. Rolando has been my friend forever,
Is there none?
Rolando is the grandmother's husband.
Oh, the grandfather.
Yes.
But it sounds like the family life, like the shooter's family life was very difficult.
Probably, yeah. I think his mother has been on and off with different, guys, so he was probably against all that.
Was his father in the picture?
No.
Do you know why he would have shot his grandma?
I think she started arguing with him. He had just, like I say, he would argue with his mother, so he got into an argument with Sally, and her name is Celia Reyes.
What did he have an argument with his mother about?
Well, kids, anything that you go against them, they go against you big time. So
Do you think his intention was to shoot up the school yesterday?
I think since he went in, he had a bunch of magazines in his backpack. So I think he was just gonna go through the school and shoot whatever he could. He probably wasted the first magazine on just that room alone. 19 children, you know, and a couple of teachers. But he was confronted by a border patrol guy. He was the one that shot him. By the time the police and everything there, he had already gone back.
And I apologize for being nitpicky about this, but the details you were talking about, him scratching his face and being made fun of.
His friends said that.
His friends, yeah. But I didn't know, is that something you heard directly from his friends, or is that just something you've read that his friends?
That's on the phone. They wrote that on the phone because they were being investigated.
And they wrote that to you?
No, they wrote it on the phone. It's like they just texted on the phone that he would do.
Got it.
Yeah.
I was just trying to understand if you had seen those messages personally, or is it something you've read about in the last day?
Oh, in the last day, yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
When did he start to live with his grandparents?
I have no idea. I don't know how many days he had been there, but
Was it recently or some time ago?
it's been fairly recently. Yes, he hasn't been there for too long. She used to. I think he's got a sister, and she used to stay with the grandparents too. But
Did the grandparents tell you that they had problems with their grandson?
no, with a granddaughter, but she was impossible to handle. You know, so they're probably about the same way both of them.
The shooter's sister
Yeah.
was more of a problem?
Yes, that's what Tally used to tell us.
Got it.
This is I can't take care of her anymore.
So, did you hear the gunfire yesterday?
The what?
Gunfire? Sound of gunfire?
No, my brother did. My brother heard when they shot his grandmother. But at school, that was inside the room. That's probably